chin and figure out a way to get better.
All right. Everybody should now, sorry, Brian. Greg Doyle, I see you with your hand up. So we can start with you.
Okay. Jeff, you're not talking about that officiating call, the pass interference against your tight end. Nobody likes it. What do you think?
Well, I think you know what I think, and I don't like it a lot, but I can't really comment on it. It's part of the game, and we got to move forward. But yes, I didn't like it at all.
Anything else, Greg?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Mike Carmen.
Did you get an explanation at all?
I did not get a good explanation, but your guess is as good as mine. We didn't make enough plays to win. We didn't stop them enough. We didn't score enough points. So we'll take the loss and we'll try to move forward. But yes, that was disappointing to not get that touchdown.
Just with the rest of the game, just the way Jack stepped up. Don't know when exactly you made the decision to go with him with Aiden sidelined, but just how Jack performed and how he kept the offense kind of in the game.
Well, Aiden's injured, and Jack got to practice all week and did a good job. And we think Jack has a bright future. And for him to step in on the road and really play a very good game. Maybe one or two throws at the end you'd like to take back. I get it. But you know what? Other than that, he threw the football well. He got it to our receivers. He stepped up when things weren't there and made plays with his feet. And that's huge. That's huge when you can do that. We had no sacks because he was able to extend the plays a little bit. So we have a lot to build on with Jack, but I'm very proud of his performance. He hung in there when we were down, and we had our chances to win. And he brought us back. And that's a sign of a very poised quarterback. So yes, I'm proud of him, and I look forward to trying to help him get better this week. But very good job today.
Is Aiden's injury a long-term thing?
We'll see. I'm not for sure.
And just when did you know this week Rondell would be able to go?
Well, I know you guys don't believe me, but we work hard to get him and everyone ready, and I'm not going to put anyone out on the field before they're ready to play. And, we want to respect all of our players and their injuries. And while we would love to have them play every game, trust me, you saw them today. We'd love to have them every game. Anybody that gets injured, we're going to help them get on the field as fast as they can. And, he was able to do a few more things in practice this week. So we had some optimism, but you never know until you get out there for pregame warm-up. So I was proud that he got out there and made some plays for us and made people miss and looked like the overall Del Moore.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Mike. Tom Dienhart, I saw you raise your hand. And then also Bob Kravitz, I saw you put your name in the chat. So if anybody else does have questions, if you could put your name in the chat as well to make sure I don't miss anybody. Tom, let's have you go.
Yeah, Jeff, just talk about the end of the first half sequence when Rondell had his touchdown pass or catch overturned, then you had the field goal block. Just talk about that sequence and what you think it meant to the game.
Well, it was a bad sequence, and I forgot about that one with everything that happened at the end. But yeah, we thought we had a touchdown there. We didn't, so we lined up to kick the field goal. We can't have field goals being blocked, or maybe it was a low kick, maybe it was a combination. I'm not really for sure. I'd have to see the replay, but we've got to get points, and we normally have been solid on that. It cost us this game, so we've got to get that fixed. We've got to get it corrected, and that can't happen. Anytime we line up for field goals and extra points, unless it's a real long one that you got to kick hard and low, it should be automatic, and we didn't do a good job.
Hey, Jeff, lastly, real quick, any news on DeMarcus Mitchell? Notice he wasn't really playing much in the second half at all. Did you know what was going on with him?
Well, he got injured. I'm not for sure what exactly it is and to the extent, but he got injured. Trust me, we would have loved him to be on the field.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Tom. Bob Kravitz?
Hey, Jeff, were you at all surprised at the way Rondell looked? I mean, right from the jump, he looked like he used to.
Well, I really wasn't. I knew once he maybe got hit once or twice, he would be fine. That's why we kind of threw him the first play and really wanted him to get hit and tackled. And it wasn't a good play. It was about a -1 gain or got stopped at the line of scrimmage. But I think once he got hit at one time and tackled, he was ready to go. And, I thought he did some really good things, made guys miss in space, played hard for not playing for a while. I'm not sure how many plays he played, but he was out there quite a bit. And hopefully we can keep him healthy and keep him where he feels good and continue to utilize him, and he can go out and showcase what he's all about, and we can, do some things around him and find ways to win, because that's what we need to do. We got to find ways to win.
Thanks.
Thanks, Bob. And then Alex.
Hi. Coach, when did you decide, when was it known that Rondale was going to be back in?
Well, every week with Rondell and all of our guys, we try to get him back on the field as fast as we can. And, he was able to do a little bit more in practice this week. And, we felt good at the end of the week that he had a good chance to play as long as, pregame warm-ups went fine.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Alex. Adam Rittenberg.
Yeah, Jeff, not to belabor it too much, but I know you send in calls every week. Given how important that call was at the end, do you expect to get an explanation from the Big Ten eventually as to what went down there, given how important that was to the outcome?
Well, I wish I could comment what I really think. But we send calls in, and sometimes they agree with us, sometimes they don't. I can't, I don't have the replay and can see it. I just know, there was a touchdown they called earlier in the game, about the same area on a slot receiver, and he gave a little nudge. They didn't call that. Same guy. I'll just stop there. And then we what I think score at the end, and it gets called back. So I guess we had a penalty.
All right. Thanks, Adam. Bob has one more. Bob Kravitz.
I'm just curious, Jeff, a game like this, these circumstances, how do you process it?
Well, these games aren't very, very fun when you lose. And like I told our team after the game, every loss we have should sting. Every loss we have should hurt. And it should bother you, all right? It should really eat you up inside. And you should really, be ticked off about it. And, that's just still happened after this game for about 24 hours. And then it's time to get back to work. But, I did also tell our team I like the fight that they showed. I like coaching a team that likes to fight to the end. I like coaching a team that likes to play hard. I like coaching a team that doesn't give up. And I know people like watching those type of teams. So, if we can try to build on, make a little bit of a comeback, find ways to get better, hopefully we can improve. Every week there's going to be a new opportunity. We've got to prove we can win those games. We've got to prove that we can make improvements to help us win. Every team we play in the Big Ten is going to be a challenging opponent for us, and we've got to get better. So, there was fight. We've got to fix some things.
All right. Thanks, Bob. Also, as a reminder, if you can mute your phone or your speaker if you're not talking, and we'll have a time for a couple more. And I see Brian Newbert and Mike Carmen's hands up. So let's go Brian and then Mike, and we will wrap it up.
Okay. Yep. Jeff, how come the defense struggled the way it did for 3.5 quarters, you think?
Well, I'm going to have to watch the video. We had a hard time stopping the run, and that's what they like to do. And you can't stop the run, you're going to have a hard time winning. They limited the possessions the first half for sure, and they worked the clock. And we gave up some big plays in the pass game versus our man coverage that hurt us. So there was a plethora of things that we got to get better at. Now, our guys fought to the end, and we found ways to get stops at the end of the game that gave us a chance to win again, but we couldn't close the deal. So, there's plenty of things to work on. I'm sure we'll watch the video, analyze it to a great extent, and we've got to get better, period. And I want our coaches and our players to really, really, really dislike losing, because if you don't, then things aren't going to get better. So, I think we have enough leaders that'll step up and, help our guys understand that all of us got to do our part to find a way to win.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Brian. Mike Carmen.
That was my question on the defense, so I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. I see no other hands up or people in the chat. So thank you all. We'll be back shortly with our student athletes.